So if you've been following me online, you'll know that there was a bit of an issue I had with Lightseekers, this card game where you can scan cards into apps and you get a digital version of that card. The issue was with me opening a bunch of booster boxes on camera and posting them online for others to watch. A lot of my cards were scanned by the people watching. And this is basically a big video saying, hey guys, here's the risks of making content for Lightseekers. Now you might be thinking it's not that big of a deal, but it is, because this card was one of the ones that was stolen from me. And this is my foil Zelana Bloodroot Mythic Rare, and it's $75. Now I got lucky, mostly because this card is now back in my possession, because the person who stole it from me, like a ninja, I actually messaged him on Twitter because the app told me who owned it. The app will tell you the user that owns it. And he said, yeah, I can just give it back to you. And he scanned it because he knew I was being dumb. And so I got a bunch of my the best cards from my booster box opening back. But here's the rest. This is like 3 decks worth. All of these cards are owned by... These are all owned by unknown users, so I don't even know how to contact these people. This is owned by the user AUJE01? It's not that big of a deal to me, because it's not Zelana. Really, I just wanted Zelana. But all of my foils, hang on. This foil card, this foil card, this foil card, this foil card. So, really, what you need to do after you make a box opening video, scan your cards, all of them. Even if you're not... Scan all of them and then make the video, post it online. Because you can unclaim your cards in the app. And we haven't seen this kind of issue since Chaotic. But it's a lot scarier now because you don't need just the code. It's a lot harder to take a picture of the code. Now it's just point your phone at the card. Because the AR recognition is actually amazing in the app. And so if you're showing off a binder to a friend, and somebody behind you is just leaning over with their phone going, ooh la la, can't wait to get myself a nice new card, they're gonna get it. They can just turn the volume off, and they'll get your card. So, just because you can unclaim cards, scan all of your cards, and keep them in your app, and when you want to sell them or trade them, scan it again and unclaim it. Now you might be thinking, but I don't do YouTube videos. What does it matter? I don't even trade these cards. I'd still recommend scanning them. Actually, that leads me to a really big issue I've been finding online. eBay. There's a lot of people on eBay just taking a picture of the card and putting it online saying, I didn't scan it. You can scan through the screen, guys. I mean, if my story of me opening booster boxes and getting my rarest card stolen, you can scan through the screen. I've done it 1,000 times with people who share the cards that are made to be scanned for the app, where if you scan it, you get a booster pack, which is okay because you want as many people scanning those as possible. But otherwise, you don't put any other card online. In fact, the value of these cards is so tied with whether or not you can scan it that when my $75 Zelana Bloodroot was scanned and taken from me, this card was worth nothing. This card was, okay, maybe it was worth $5, but it was too risky to sell it online at that point, because imagine, this was scanned by Like a Ninja. Let's assume he was trying to steal it. He wasn't. And I actually cursed him out for it online because I thought he was stealing it. I'm sorry, I acted a little brash. I didn't think I could actually contact this person. Turns out I could. So let's imagine that this person was actually legitimately trying to steal it. What they could have done is that they would have scanned it, taken the code, and I would have been, dang, I guess I'll just sell it for $5. And then they'll be waiting on eBay, looking, and they'll see this card from me being sold for $5, and then they buy it, and they get a $70 profit because they just stole the card. Maybe you aren't interested in playing Lightseekers, but you are interested in playing Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions, the trading card game, because it's made by the same company that made Lightseekers, Playfusion. They are also going to be having scanning. They're also going to be having an app. Now, I recommend if you get Warhammer cards, If the app is out, scan all of them. If the app isn't out, don't make any videos, and if you do, be sure to just block a corner. Because the way the scanning works is by these corners here, the little divots, that's how it recognizes the individual cards. Each one will have different divots in the border, and that's how it's able to understand which card is individually owned by which person. Age of Sigmar Champions is coming out really soon, and I wanted to get this video out there for anyone who may be wanting to start a channel around it, or just make box opening videos. I'm pretty sure, was it Red Zone Rogue actually commented talking about this topic, and I didn't even consider it. And so that's just why I'm talking about it to you guys right now, because this is an issue. It's an easily avoidable issue, but it's another step that a lot of us aren't really conscious of yet. And if this game goes big, then we need to be extremely conscious of this. Hi there, everyone. Post-editing Negative Legend here, and I forgot to mention one thing. I actually contacted Lightseekers asking them if they can force unclaim the card from the people who stole it from me, and they said no, they can't. You have to go to the specific individual, ask them to unclaim it, so that you can claim it and scan it yourself. And I looked at them like, really? Really? You don't have a way to just search your database and unscan a card? Really? Unclaim? And I realized it's not that they don't have the ability to. They most definitely can. It's that they can't. Because there's no way for them to know if I'm telling the truth. And if they do it for me, then there's going to be a bunch of other people who they're going to be obligated to do it for, and they just can't handle that workload. So that's why they just don't do it. And that's why we can't expect them to. And really, frankly, I was really pissed off, and a lot of people were saying, I'm not going to play your game just because of you not helping your players. And I'm like, whoa, wait. This game is awesome, though. Like, legitimately, the beta is, so good. They did such a good job with the beta. I haven't seen a single issue with the beta. So when the app comes out, I recommend it. Also, the TCG app and the RPG app, the two separate apps they have, they link your account. So any cards you scan in the TCG app or goes to the RPG one, and any ones in the RPG go to the TCG. Just so you know. So that's everything I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again to Like a Ninja for scanning and protecting these cards when I was being completely dumb and returning the cards to me, and I'm sorry for calling you out online and being actually a complete jerk, I'm gonna be honest. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful and keep playing.
Hey, cheer up. I think some groovy tunes may be just what the doctor ordered to snap us out of this nasty funk.